The big question we are asking is, are women better than men at Game Pigeon? More specifically, the word games. And if they are better, then how are they better? And ladies, what tactics could you use in Game Pigeon in order to beat your male counterparts? And if you're a dude out there playing a lady in Game Pigeon, what games should you absolutely not be touching if you want any chance of winning? Psychology seeks to answer these questions and more, and it all starts right now. On October 13th, 2022, in the Department of Biological and Medical Studies at the University of Bergen, Norway, Professor Markus Hirnstein and his colleagues published research to determine whether women are better at finding words, remembering words, and generating words as opposed to men. Firstly, the researchers looked at verbal fluency. This is the ability to generate as many written words as possible, fulfilling certain criteria under a time constraint. Now, perhaps a term you may be more familiar with, the researchers looked at episodic memory. Episodic memory is a type of long-term memory that is a conscious recollection of previous personal experiences. Psychological research databases were scraped for information in 2016 and again in 2019. After assimilation of the data, there were 496 effect sizes across 168 references, this includes studies and theses, which comprised a total participant pool of 355,173 participants. And with a d-value of 0.13, the researchers found that women actually have a small yet significant advantage in phonemic fluency over men, meaning women are actually slightly better than men at coming up with words when presented with the first letter. And with the d-value ranging from 0.23 to 0.26, it turns out that women also have a better verbal episodic memory. This means that women are actually slightly better than men at remembering events with words involved. What this means, fellas, is you should not challenge your lady friends in any type of word games, or you're just shooting yourself in the foot. And ladies, challenge as many dudes in these games as you can, because you got the upper hand. More specifically, in anagrams, ladies, you have an advantage by simply putting a letter into one of the empty slots. You'll be able to generate more words given a starting letter than your male counterparts. And in word hunt, ladies, you have a slight advantage in your verbal episodic memory. You'll be able to remember your interactions with these words and these word games better than men can. So just by playing more word games, you'll be better faster at these games than men ever could. The results mentioned were also found to not be significantly affected by age, meaning your 85-year-old grandma has just as much an advantage in these things over men as does your 7-year-old cousin who won't get off her iPad. Now, of course, Granny probably types a little slower than the 7-year-old iPad kid, so there's probably other things to worry about there, but it is really cool to see that age didn't really play a difference in these advantages. Now, there are a couple caveats to this research, so here's a little warning. Firstly, through this meta-analysis, it was found that research with female authors as the lead author actually showed that females had more of an advantage in comparison to the research with male authors as the leading author. But it's not exactly clear as to whether women are bolstering their results for their own group, or if men are trying to lower the magnitude of the advantage that women have over them. Either way, it's something to note, and despite being controlled for, the researchers pointed out that the research compiled for this meta-analysis was rather heterogeneous. Let me know your thoughts on this study in the comments, and hey, this is a brand new channel, and being that we're new, I really appreciate the people who take 2 seconds out of their day to hit the like button. And hey, if you enjoyed, consider subscribing. It's completely free, and you can always unsubscribe. As always, the APA citation and link to the original research is in the description below, and I will see you guys tomorrow.